So yesterday, I managed to get the sill pretty much finished on the car here. Still need to tidy these bits up. Yeah, well, that's nothing major, you know. So I've come in today with the intention of starting the rear end. So I've cut the bottom halves of the wings off, rear wings. I've cut the boot floor out and the wing on the other side. I just need to decide what I'm going to do with the rust around here and all over the back and down the other side. I do have a rear body section here, which is in very good condition. That's why I bought it. That I intend to make the bits out of, but I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I just don't know. So I need to have a think. But for now, that is the update as to where we're at. Okay, so there's a lot's happened since I last did a video update on this Triumph here. So I cut out the rotten sections, which are currently residing in here. They are the boot hinges. So they've had to come out as well. I've cleaned up the surfaces here, where the old section of metal joined, which joined the rear screen surround to the, what ties it in there, because that's the bracket for the boot hinge. I've also cut the section out of the spare tub, which is there, and I've offered this into position. I've also joggled the edge so that will, I can't do this one-handed, but that is supposed to, if you'll move just a little bit, but you won't. But anyway, that is supposed to fit under there like that, and then that will give us a smooth edge when it's all been sorted. So currently my problem is that the back of the car tapers in, meaning that that bit is wider than that bit. So my intention was, like an idiot, that I was just going to slide this in like a drawer in a cabinet, just slide it in, sort out the end, and then weld it. But I can't do that. So I've been advised to do this in 3 sections, and I'm very reluctant to do that. But it's looking like that's going to be the way that it's going to have to be. So I'm thinking now, well, where do I join it? Do I try and split the factory joint, or do I put my own joint in, possibly there, or maybe just split it into 2 in the centre? I don't know. So I'm going to sleep on it. This is a quick update on what I'm now calling my cut and shut project. I've got this side tacked in. The clamps are just on for the minute, just to keep it held. Got a slight issue here where there's a dint in the new panel, so I need to pull that back to line it up with that. I took a measurement from the top of the lip to the what's left of the floor. In that area there, 330mm back, and it's measuring the same as what it was originally on both body shells. This side's a bit more tricky. There's a dint here which has forced that out, so that just needs pushing back in when it's welded. There's also the slight issue is that this is not lining up as nicely as what the other side did. Again, possibly something to do with that, and that's pushed in. I don't know, but either way you look at it, there's issues in that corner. The only thing I've not got to do is I've got no reference point from the end to anything further forward. The only reference point I've got is from there to there, and that's about 5 mil out. But I think for what this is, I think that's good going considering how far I've gone into this. So we'll see how that pans out later on. But I'm pleased to see it looking something like. I've got the other side in there. I've just got some primer on it. You can just see that through the gaps. That's going to go on next. We're going to trial the boot lid, see how it all lines up, and then get on and weld it. Right, I'm all tacked in now, I think. I managed to pull these gaps that were offset in nicely. That gap needs sorting out yet. But this side I'm most pleased with, because this had a massive gap on it. And we've really pulled that in nicely there. I ended up using a ratchet strap off the jig here, and that's actually given me 495 that I wanted on there, the measurement. And I've also got me 1181 between the inside of the lip on both sides. The only thing I've not checked on this side is the 520 to the floor. I'm going to do that next before I go any further. But looking at this across here, I reckon she's pretty much ready for welding. There's not a lot else I can do with that, I don't think. Not with my skills anyway. So I think we'll have a spot of lunch and then have an afternoon welding. I just measured me 520 and I'm actually 525 from that point there to the floor, which is slightly annoying, and even more annoying because you can actually see it in this angle here. That line there should be straight and it's not. So yeah, okay. Just in the middle of welding the driver's side up on the Dolomite here, and we've got it all tacked in. It's all tacked in. It was just this bulge here, if you remember. So what I've actually done is I've cut into it that way, which is allowing me to knot that in, which effectively close that gap up and get it actually flat. And when it's done, a skim of filler on just to take out the imperfections, and it should be alright. There we have it, almost done now. I've still got the lower wings to do, and it's the gap there. I need to replace that bracket as well. When that is all done and the floor is in, then this will have a skim of filler over it just to blend it all in nicely. And then that'll be ready for painting then. And well, that won't be for a long time yet. So the plan is to get the underside painted, get it to a rolling shell again, and then I'm actually going to put the interior in, because I've got that and it's currently in my way and I need to get it moved. So that's why I'm kind of working on this to get it painted and start building it up. Once the interior's in, then probably this time next year I'll start prepping to paint the outer panels, and then hopefully 2028 we should have a car that can hit the road again. But until then, plenty more to do. So hopefully next time we'll have further updates.